The 54-foot ladder, a powerful reminder to slow down and save lives. Have you ever considered how one brief moment of distraction can lead to life-altering consequences on the road? In an eye-catching and impactful display, a 54-foot tall yellow ladder has been erected in Richmond, Virginia, right beside the Diamond District, to drive home a vital message for all drivers. Virginia DMV Commissioner Gerald Lackey stood before the striking structure to share a straightforward yet powerful reminder. Speed has an impact. Slow down and save lives. This simple slogan escalates dramatically, quite literally, as each rung of the ladder underscores the dire realities associated with speeding and the long-lasting effects it can have on individuals and families. He poignantly expressed, every time you get behind the wheel, you are taking the lives of others into consideration. You need to make responsible decisions. The urgency of your journey does not eclipse someone else's right to live, to remain whole, or to continue being a son or daughter. Consider this. The ladder serves as a metaphor for the consequences of excessive speed. For instance, to put it into perspective, someone struck by a vehicle traveling at 40 miles per hour experiences a force comparable to falling from the top of that ladder. Lackey emphasized that speed limits are not arbitrary inconveniences. Rather, they are essential measures designed to ensure the safety of everyone who uses the road. The harsh reality is highlighted by statistics from the Virginia DMV. In the previous year alone, 410 individuals tragically lost their lives due to speed-related incidents, with 10 of those fatalities occurring within Richmond city limits. Virginia's Secretary of Transportation, W. Shepard Miller III, did not mince words when he stated, as of the end of June, 163 lives have already been lost on our roads due to speeding. This situation is frankly unacceptable. In response to this alarming trend, state officials hope that this visually striking installation will prompt a reflection, encouraging drivers to reduce their speed. Superintendent of Virginia State Police, Colonel Matthew D. Hanley, provided critical insights as well, indicating when you're traveling at 55 miles per hour, you are covering 80 feet every second. If you're speeding up to 80 miles per hour, that distance increases to 117 feet in the same amount of time. A quick glance at your phone or succumbing to other distractions can lead to fatal outcomes in those brief moments. Additionally, Richmond City is actively pursuing initiatives aimed at reducing these alarming statistics. The Vision Zero campaign has seen the implementation of over 200 speed tables throughout the city, and the initiation of a safety camera program, which currently includes 13 cameras in school zones to enhance the safety of younger pedestrians. City Council member Andrew Breton represents Richmond's 1st District and has heard firsthand from concerned residents about the prevalence of speeding in neighborhoods. He reflects, I regularly meet families who are frightened to walk near our streets. Children are not safe enough to walk short distances to school or bike to a friend's home because of the fear that fast drivers pose. Our community's physical and mental well-being declines when we do not feel secure in our environment. This impactful ladder display will remain at the Diamond through the weekend, serving as a focal point for city and state leaders, aiming to reinforce their message about traffic safety. Lawson Wijasoria, Chief of Staff for Richmond Mayor Danny Avula, encapsulated their goal by stating, this initiative is all about protecting lives and cultivating a community where everyone can flourish. We are committed to being proactive, responsive, and unwavering in preventing tragedies that could be averted. What are your thoughts on this safety message? Do you believe that increased awareness can truly change driving behaviors? Join the conversation in the comments below. The deadly impact of speeding. Virginia DMV's 50-foot ladder display. Imagine a 50-foot ladder standing 5 stories tall in the heart of Richmond, Virginia. This isn't just a construction tool. It's a stark, eye-opening message from the Virginia Department of Motor Vehicles, DMV, about the devastating consequences of speeding. By placing this towering yellow ladder at the Diamond, officials aim to make drivers feel the weight of their choices behind the wheel. But here's where it gets controversial. Does a visual demonstration like this truly change behavior, or does it risk oversimplifying a complex issue? Let's dive in. The ladder, a centerpiece of the DMV's safety campaign, is designed to translate speed into a visceral reality. At 40 miles per hour, the impact of a vehicle hitting a pedestrian is equivalent to someone falling 54 feet, roughly the height of this ladder. We want people to look at this and feel the impact in their gut, explained Brandy Brubaker of the Virginia DMV. The display doesn't stop there. It also marks the force of collisions at 30, 20, and even 10 miles per hour, showing how any speed can turn a car into a weapon. For many, this is the part most people miss. The exponential leap in danger as speed increases. A 40-mile-per-hour crash isn't just 10 miles per hour harder than a 30-mile-per-hour one. It's a catastrophic difference in survival odds. To drive the message home, the ladder will remain on display for a full weekend, paired with broader safety measures like speed cameras in school zones and red light enforcement. When locals were asked if they'd ever push someone off a 50-foot ladder, the answers were predictable. "Definitely not," said Jack Thompson. "I've never even seen one that long," added Rodney McKnight. But for Alvin Costa-Odu, the display hits closer to home. He lost his best friend, Christopher King, in a high-speed crash where King wasn't wearing a seatbelt. Odu performed CPR in vain. "That was the worst day of my life," he recalled. Now he's a passionate advocate for safe driving. Every mile per hour makes a huge difference. This ladder shows it perfectly. Slow down. Your speed could mean the difference between life and death. Yet questions linger. Does a single visual stunt truly combat the ingrained habit of thieving? Or does it risk alienating drivers who see it as fear-mongering? And what about the role of infrastructure? Shouldn't better road design or stricter penalties play a bigger role? We'd love to hear your take. Share your thoughts with the CBS 6 Newsroom and join the conversation. After all, everyone has a mother, a child, a friend. They all deserve to come home safely. What's your stance? Do you think such displays are effective, or do they miss the mark? Drop a comment and let's discuss. Massive 54-foot ladder in Richmond sends shocking message about speeding dangers. A striking yellow ladder positioned outside the diamond is capturing attention, and that's precisely the goal of public safety officials. On July 25th, during a press conference, the Virginia Department of Motor Vehicles, DMV, collaborated with city leaders in Richmond to introduce a remarkable 54-foot ladder. This installation is part of a statewide initiative aimed at highlighting the severe dangers associated with speeding. The ladder serves as a powerful visual metaphor, illustrating that the fall from its top simulates the impact experienced when a vehicle strikes a pedestrian traveling at 40 miles per hour. Brandy Brubaker, the Director of Highway Safety Strategy for the DMV, emphasized the effectiveness of this visual aid, stating, "It's a powerful visual that makes the consequences of speed impossible to ignore. Our role as highway safety professionals is to discover innovative ways to capture people's attention, create a lasting impression, and help them comprehend the repercussions of their choices, ultimately encouraging safer driving habits." The ladder display is marked with various mile-per-hour indicators, each visual representing the escalating force of a collision. Gerald Lackey, Commissioner for the Virginia DMV, explained, "You see miles per hour ticked off. That demonstrates exactly what it would be like to push somebody off the tower or hit them with your car at that speed." The DMV reported that last year, 410 individuals lost their lives in speed-related accidents across Virginia, with 10 of those fatalities occurring in Richmond alone. Colonel Matthew D. Hanley, superintendent of the Virginia State Police, noted, "Last year, Virginia state troopers issued 64,000 speeding summonses." City officials highlighted that this impressive ladder is part of a larger effort to enhance street safety through improved enforcement and traffic calming strategies. Lawson Witasoria, Chief of Staff for Mayor Danny Avula, shared, "Speed cameras are now operational in 13 of our school zones. Additionally, red light cameras will soon be installed at 10 different intersections. We have also added hundreds of speed tables and speed bumps throughout neighborhoods." While the ladder's dramatic presence may seem extreme, officials assert that the underlying message is straightforward. Reducing speed can save lives. Lackey remarked, "Every time you get behind the wheel, you are taking other people's lives into your hands. Your urgency to reach your destination does not outweigh someone else's right to live, to have a limb, or to be a son or daughter. The ladder will be on display at the Diamond throughout the weekend as the Richmond Flying Squirrels face off against the Portland Sea Dogs.